And like I said, you know, I was a little bit down, and you know, sometimes I can think people think it's hard to believe the preacher was down a little bit. You know, because he's the fella that comes in, he's always got a smile on his face, and always happy and joking and praising the Lord and well glorying and all that. And but you know, sometimes you do get a little discouraged, and then it's at that time that the Lord just sends you at the right moment. He sends somebody and they speak to you, and the Lord begins to just absolutely assure you. And as I said, I was going through my Bible on my phone. I'll pull that up and I'll read it, and I found this scripture, and I'm gonna be in Hebrews chapter 11. I'm just going to share a couple verses with you here, and then a couple thoughts, and we won't keep you long tonight. As I said, we've sung a little longer than we normally do on Wednesday night, but God's here tonight, amen. He's in the house. So good to feel His presence. But here in Hebrews chapter 11, I want to read verse 1, then I want to jump down to verse 6 through 11. And in verse 1 here, we're talking about the complete nature of what faith is. And the word says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Whew, that's powerful. We jump down to verse 6 here. And it says, but without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to God must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. That's important. By faith Noah, being warned of God of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. By faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city which hath foundations, whose builder and maker is God. Through faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. Now this is powerful stuff here when we begin to think about the nature of what faith truly is. And in verse 1 it says, it is the substance of things hoped for. Some of you are looking for things, you're desiring things, you're praying for things to happen in your life. And the evidence of the things that are not seen yet. Now, we've got to have that mindset of the nature of what faith truly is. It's things that are hoped for, things that we want, things that we see, things that we desire, and the evidence of those things not seen. And in verse 6, when we jump down here, it says, without faith it's impossible to please God. Because I want to ask you, how many of you have ever seen God? See the hands. Look at them. None of us have seen God in the physical sense. We believe and we trust and we call on Him, and we know this is substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. But there's evidence of God all around us. Yes. Even though I've not seen Him, I know He's here. You go back here on the side of the wall, and there's a plug right there. Got some of the best electric that KU can furnish. I can't see it, but the evidence is there when I stick my finger in that plug. The evidence is there because it will light my life up immediately. And I'll go, ooh, 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 ooh. Something got me. The evidence of things that are not seen. And he says, without faith it's impossible to please God. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Now I'm going to tell you something. When you pray and you seek him, you got to have that belief and that faith you're going to find him. Diligently seeking him. I've been praying. I wake up in the night, there ain't a night that goes by that I don't wake up 14 times. Sometimes I try to think back and remember a time in my life when I slept through the whole night. Seems like an eternity ago. But I wake up several times through the night, toss and turn and roll and all this stuff. But every night, sometime during the night, I will wake up and I will begin to pray.